This isn't a ghost town after all, but a town where people like you and me carry out their daily tasks. The man from the power company reading the meter. A messenger boy bringing a telegram. A newsboy pitching the latest with amazing accuracy. A snow tractor beats walking a mile in a place where snow blankets the earth all winter long. Ski Town, USA. This is Steamboat Springs, Colorado, a small town 7,000 feet up in the heart of the Rockies. There's a lot of snow here in the winter and a lot of shoveling by Dad to get mother and child in and out of the house. Folks in Steamboat Springs learn to ski almost as soon as they learn to walk. The town is practically snowbound months at a time. Little Jeff is 2 years old, but already quite the skier. Life is grim, life is earnest. But here goes Jeff a second time. And this time, he makes it. He knew he could. Now that he's mastered the fundamentals, Jeff joins his parents on a cross-country trek. Now he is one with the many. The cattle have to be fed. What could be more fun than to tag along? For Jeff, this is the first roundup, and on skis. And is he having fun? All the kids are having fun. The approach to Steamboat Springs by car is an unforgettable experience. The top of Rabbit Ears Pass is 9,000 feet high in the Rockies, and here you cross the Continental Divide, watershed for two oceans. Then down a winding, snow-rimmed road into Steamboat Springs. Skiers from all over the West, and from Europe, too, descend into Ski Town at this time of the year to take part in one of Jack Frost's most famous sports events, Winter Carnival. There are springs here, of course, natural hot springs, whose vapors resemble the puffing of a steamboat, hence the name. This is no place for cold feet. The latest in summer bathing attire against a wintry backdrop of snowbanks and icicles. No, she won't turn into an icicle. The pool is heated by the hot springs. The old swimming hole was never like this, but who's to say this isn't an improvement? Here's a typical everyday scene in Ski Town. When you go anywhere, you go with skis. You go to school with skis. Can't leave baby home alone, so baby comes along for the buggy ride. Oh, sorry, sleigh ride. There's always one who's agin the government, but life goes on its merry way, whether the main topic of conversation is the weather or whose child is the prettiest. He's still not for it. You just know when school's in session in the good old wintertime. Skis tell you. The swings will have to wait until spring. Everything outside is snowed under. And inside, the kids are snowed under with the 3 R's. But not entirely. 2 of the boys are dreaming about the carnival. Dick Richards and his chum, Jer Elliott. Jer's mind is not on his lessons. Didn't you ever dream you were the youngest and bravest champion in all the world, and all the world was at your feet? The spirit soars free as a bird, Lord of all you survey. A dream will have to wait. Dreams can wait. Some things can't. In wintertime, a trek outdoors can be mighty long. Saved by the Bell. School is out, the book learning part of school anyway. Now come the after-school activities. Learning to ski is as much a part of the curriculum as reading, writing, and arithmetic. Teacher doubles in brass, imparting mental gymnastics inside and then putting young sprouts through a course of physical gymnastics outside. I'll give you one guess which part of the curriculum the kids like best. Muscle tone is as important to a student outside as is the mental tone stimulated inside by algebra or spelling. And skis, properly waxed, are as important as pencils properly sharpened and a well-cleaned blackboard. A well-rounded student knows that proper tools are needed for every task. And the task ahead is a happy one. Future voters of Ski Town vote unanimously for school days and the AB skis. It's the end of a busy day for Dick and friend Jer, who is spending the night. There are stories to tell, boots to saddle soap, and skis to wax, all the while dreaming of the carnival slated for the morrow. It was the night before carnival, and all through the room, 2 boys were dreaming of ski jumps to Zoom, with visions of prizes in tomorrow's big show. 2 little boys, all set to go. The big parade begins. The big day is here at last. The band is one of the big drawing cards of the carnival. A marching band on skis and sweet music to King Winter's ears. All fired up to beat the band, the kids stage impromptu races on Main Street. For the 10-year-olds, a three-legged race presents plenty of problems and plenty of laughs for the spectators. Don't laugh too hard. You might not have a leg to stand on. Whoops! Two young ladies take a tumble. It's worse than a jigsaw puzzle. Don't laugh. It could happen to you. Next on the agenda is the ski joring, a race giving full rein to speed and excitement. Here is where they add horsepower to manpower and come up with power plus thrills. In days of yore, they hitched old Dobbin to the sleigh. Substitute jor for your, and you have Dobbin hitched to a skier. The result is more like flying jets than flying jennies. Jeff says, "Come on, fellas, it's time for the jumping." Don't you fret, Jeff, your time will come. This next event is for older kids, boys like Dick Richards and Jer Elliott, and they're still a long way from the top. Everything is relative. Little kid wishes he could jump at all. Older kids dream of tackling bigger hills. Says Dick to Jer, "Let's see you jump as far." And he does. The schoolboys get as big a thrill out of jumping on their small slope as the pros do on Howelson Hill, which is right next door, and is the biggest jumping hill in North America. Yep, everything is relative, and from such humble beginnings are champions made. When skiing is part of the school curriculum, it's not surprising that youngsters of Steamboat Springs passed their tests with flying colors. Here goes the Elliott boy again. He looks like a sure winner. Note the fancy form of this youngster, hands on hips, nonchalance on skis. Mothers and dads have anxious moments when fledgling ski birds leave the nest and take their first tumble. Help for a fallen hero and praise for a good try. All the kids did their best, but best of all were Dick Richards and Jer Elliott. Mayor J.R. Smith, known to young and old as Mayor Bob, does the honors, and Dick and Jer are the happiest fellas alive. Climax of the carnival comes with the main event, the ski jumping by top-notch stars on Howelson Hill. The Flying Finns, winner in the last Olympics, are very special guests. Along with American aces, the Finns are attempting to break the North American record of 316 feet, established here a few years back. Future Olympic contenders follow with rapt attention each and every leap and react accordingly. Anston Samuelstein set the record here a few years ago. He's short of his own mark today. The best that any jumper could do was 285 feet. Very respectable, but far short of the mark. And then snow, the unwelcome guest that makes jumping treacherous. The final curtain in the melodrama of sport and excitement high in the Colorado Rockies. Records are made only to be broken, and ski jumpers keep trying. That's Winter Carnival for you. And as long as there is snow and mountain slope and skier to pit his skill against both, there will be Ski Town, USA.